welcome to my channel. It's a weird girl. So this evening I want to talk about this story, okay? About how a man in Edo State sent his wife to join America. Okay? Somebody sent me this story on Facebook, okay? I don't actually know the person, but somebody sent me this story that I should cover it, okay? So, you see, what actually happened between this man and this woman has to do with money, okay? It was all about money. That money many of us normally despise when it comes to relationship. We always say that he get money, he no get money, it doesn't matter. As far we love ourselves, as far we are together, as far the man love you. That money, most of our Dake women don't like to hear in the relationship when it comes to a man has to have himself together when coming to a relationship. That is what sent this woman and this man bad behavior is what sent this woman to join America. That thing that we normally say, oh, you need to bear it. So if we still fight, we will settle. If we still quarrel, we will settle. Is what make this woman to go and join America today. So let us read the news, okay? How this man, this miserable thing, sent this poor woman to join America. He said a man simply identified as Christopher, said to be 45 years, has reportedly beaten his wife, 39 years old Isoken and mother of 3, to join America over refusal to give him a 2,000 naira loan, a mega 2,000 naira loan. That was why Christopher decided to send Isoke to go and join America. He said the incident happened on Saturday night at number 1 Agbonte Street, beside Ibareke Secondary School off Anegboro Street, Uselu, Benin City. Many of you Benin people will be familiar with this area, okay? He said the couple's 13 years old boy, Augustine Christopher, explained that his father is a minor worker with a waste manager in Benin City. Always beat his mother at the slightest provocation. What will make a man ask you for 2,000 naira, as small as 2,000 naira, okay? And this lady, if so can refuse to give her that 2,000 naira, and he decide to give her hand, like doing what people like this normally do, okay? And the son even know all these things, like, oh, the mother refused to give him the money, and he normally beats the woman in any slightest provocation. He said according to him, the event that led to his mother joining her ancestor started with a phone call from his father to his mother, where he requested for 2,000 pieces of naira, 2,000 naira. That is not even up to €2. My father came home at about 9 p.m. and started beating her and accused her of always embarrassing him each time he requested for money. After the beating, I was trying to give my mother paracetamol and water she asked for. When my father took the water and drugs from me and threw it away. It was after that she went out to pour water on. After that she went out to pour water on her body after lying down outside. Just imagine, something like this happen with all this social media awareness. A lot of things are happening in our country, and no neighbors, nobody. Then all that another problem is that when something like this is happening all the time in a particular house in that our community or Nigeria, many people don't like to intrude anymore. Why? Because many of these women, the moment you intrude, they will, after the whole fight, they will want to use you to settle. And some of them will now say they didn't invite you. But nevertheless, if you are a neighbor to people like this, please, when you see something like this, don't hesitate to go inside and mobilize people and rescue that woman from this type of men. Try to make sure you help one way or the other, because if you don't do, something tragic may happen, and at the end of the day you will have to regret, like, oh, I heard when she was crying, I heard when she was shouting, I heard something and I didn't do anything. And you can you can like end up in guilt. That is why you have to try and help. Whether you're a man or a woman, you should try and help if you see a situation like this. I know this is not the first time. This is not the first time something like this is happening. And you see, many people, when they are used to situation like this, they will just turn a blind eye. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to intrude in their fight. Many neighbors will say they have started again. But you understand, these situations like this can easily end in a very tragic situation, like what happened to Isokin with 3 children. And what is really the lesson in this type of situation? It was all about money. This woman putting herself in a situation that is not favorable for her. Having 3 children, obviously, she was the breadwinner in the house. Because when, let me continue to read. He said, after beating, I was trying to give, okay, the boy was trying to give her mom paracetamol. He even put that boy into that toxic situation. He said the mother went and poured water. My father locked us children inside a room and went out to bounce on my mother, where she was lying down outside, already weak from the beating. That was when neighbor came and rushed out to 2 different hospitals, where she was both pronounced. She joined her ancestors on arrival. He explained. The young boy said that his father smokes and was always drunk. You see, the toxic situation where many of these boys normally come out from, why many of them are so aggressive, why many of them don't are angry, why many of them always say they don't want to take care of any woman, they don't want to do this for any woman, they don't want to do that for any woman, because they have never seen their father taking care of their mom. It was all one-sided relationship. It was all one-sided loyalty. It was all one-sided spending. That is why you see this, most of them take from their own father that have been in a Osho-free relationship, where they have never spent their penny for anything. It's all about their mom doing everything, their mom doing that, their mommy doing this. It's all about mom taking care of everybody at home. That is why you see many of these adults in our community today. They want a woman that will take care of them. They want a hardworking woman that will spend her time, womb, having babies and taking care of them like they are grown babies. That is the problem we have. And at the moment you stop doing that, something might happen. Something might happen to you. Okay? So the little boy 13, said that the father normally drink and smoke. A neighbor to the deceased, Mrs. Florence Obayagbo, said it was the noise from the beating that brought them outside. Madam, you came late. You came late, late, late. She said we rushed her to two hospitals within the neighbor where both said she has joined her ancestor. We invited vigilante that responded swiftly and they caught the deceased husband who was trying to escape after committing the crime. Mrs. Obayagbo said herself and the deceased had both the same party earlier in the day where she and the woman that joined her ancestors participated in serving guests at the party. The body of the woman that joined her ancestors was said to have been evacuated by the police and even contacted the police relation officer Belokon to confirm the incident, but said she was waiting for the details from the divisional police DPO in the area. You see how it was fast for this man to send this woman to join our ancestors. So let's read some comment on this blog, okay? Somebody said, some women love it when their husband loves them. They believe it is because their husband loved them. It is sheer foolishness when you wait being beaten until you join your ancestors. Yeah, I've seen some women that say they love their husband to beat them. If they don't beat them, they don't love. And some women that is even live video streamer, some of them at times boast that we need to quarrel. If there is no quarrel, if there is no love in the relationship, if there is no fight, there is no love in the relationship. Many of them equivalent this type of toxic relationship with love, with care, with so many things, and they don't understand the danger in this type of a relationship. Okay, another person make a comment. Okay, he said, Edo no be Lagos, where is 200k promises the masses, 6 months gone, nothing. Okay, that one was like joke. The country is dead from the top. The country is dead broke. So Obaseki cannot do any magic in the present condition of the country. The only way to survive in this country is split with those lazy Fulani. Okay. Okay, this one have nothing to do with what happened here. So people are like just there is a lot. So he said, "Oh Lord Almighty, this is brutal. Over a mere 2,000 naira. I particularly pity the case. Why can't some people know when enough is simply enough? You beat a woman so continuously and repeatedly until she joined her ancestors. What's so wrong with some people?" He said, when you got married to a smoker and a drunkard, so you don't know anything can happen, rest in peace anymore. Anyway, that is another fact again. When you know a man drinks a lot, he smokes a lot, and you still continue to chewing gum yourself along with him, just know you're putting yourself in danger, and you're going to have a child in that relationship. You are going to put yourself in danger and your children in danger. That is why you as a woman, you should be very, very careful. And if you by mistakenly find yourself in this relationship, because you might marry somebody that might not be drinking when you got married to them, or when you're going out to them with them, they might hide that part of that drinking and smoking. Maybe when you already with them and you see those type of thing, they drink, they smoke, and they're violent, please kindly take yourself out of that situation. Look for a shelter, look for family to talk to, look for people that can help you, look for friends, talk with people, your workers at work, tell them what you are going through so that they can be able to help you. Tell them you need help. Don't just tell them, look at what is happening. Just tell them you need help. You have to exit this situation. And when you are doing all this, you have to keep everything secret to yourself. You just have to keep it secret to yourself and move in peace. without this person knowing your next move and the location where you are going to with your children. Or when you find yourself in a very, very critical situation, take the police number and dial the number so that police will come and help you. Don't look at the traditional and don't call police, don't do this. Please call the police and don't ever hesitate to do that. Okay? So she decide to stay until this man come and send her to meet her ancestor. He say, why did she wait on until the wife, I don't want to say that. So people at times stay for so many reasons. Most of these women, they will stay like, I want to stay for my children. I don't want my children to become somebody that don't have a father. My dear, it's better at times your children don't have a physical father like this than you have one that is doing you all this stuff in front of your children, asking you for money and don't contribute for anything. It's so stressful. So don't look back before you take your leg and leave. And I was even looking at the update about this man. He said that the lady in short, he asked her for 2,000 naira. And the lady insulted him. That is why he decided to send her to meet her ancestors. The problem that is prominent with this type of men that is so cheap that can ask for 2,000 naira, and if they can't get it, they might send that person to meet to join their ancestors or their maker, is that they have anger issues because maybe they are lazy, because they drink, they smoke, they are lazy, they can't make money. And they said the wife was a trader, she's a fashion designer, and she work a lot. She said things in front of their house, she do business. So most of these men be that he cannot measure up with this woman. He might be jealous of her, he might be annoyed of her, even to the extent that she is the one that is providing for him. Most of these dusty don't really care, they don't mind, because they believe that they're using you, they are mulling you to work and take care of their children. Are everywhere smoking and drinking, and you get old, you get stressed, and they, because of their drinking and smoking, they can easily get pissed off for in any little argument or conversation. We definitely piss them off because it, bec- because they don't provide anything for you. They will want to normally demand that authority, that, oh, you have to respect me, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that, even when they are not doing anything for you. That is why I don't advise women to stay in a toxic relationship. That is why I don't advise any woman to stay in a toxic relationship, because it might lead to you joining your maker. And at the end of the day, if you are staying there because of your children, because you don't want to leave your children, whatever, at the end you have to leave without your children. You have to, your children will remain in this world and suffer. Because if this man was with you with three children and he doesn't provide for you, you have to provide for yourself, you have to feed yourself, you have to do business to take care of your children. At the end of the day, just imagine a man that smoke, drink, and come home beating you every day. How do you think that they will be responsible for your children, women? Think about it very well when you decide to stay whether societal pressure, you want to stay married, you want everybody to see that you are still Mrs. Christopher. But think about yourself very well. Never engage yourself with men that can't provide for you, that can take care of you. And men that smoke, drink, and all this stuff, be very, very careful with them. Be very, very careful. Don't allow people to deceive you. Don't allow the society to tell you, don't worry, we change. You can't change them. You only person you can change is you. Think about your own self. Take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Then you attract better people into your life. If you decide to stay with minimum, the less, at the end of the day, it might end up like this. It might end up like this. Maybe this man is using all his money to drink and do other stuff. And at the end of the day, look at what happened, because they say he worked for waste management in Benin. So what is really causing this man's anger? That because of 2,000 naira, you sent this woman to join Amika. Ladies, be careful. Don't let all these motivational speakers to tell you that, don't worry, money is not important. It's all about love. A man that don't have money is like a time bomb. It can explode at any time. And you decide for that hot sun, then 3 beautiful babies. Some of the children are suffering too. Pity yourself and pity your generation. And RIP to Mother Isoke. And I hope the children find help too. But ladies, think about yourself. This is how it normally ends. When you tell us to mind our business, when you tell us to talk about ourselves, at the end, this is how it ends. That is why you have to think about yourself. A divorced woman is better than that left to join our maker or our ancestors. At least, if you package yourself, you will still see man that will marry you with 3, even with 4, even with 5. This we normally see the view. They still marry, not to talk of say you will stay one place and be wasting your youth, wasting your beauty, wasting yourself for nothing. Think about it, okay? I love you. I love you, everybody. It's the real Edo girl. We use viral topic and news videos to teach on my YouTube channel so that many of us could learn from other people's experience, or we will become a learning process for other people. Because if you see what is happening at times and you don't want to learn with it, it is another problem. Nobody is exempted from situation of life. But when you see what is happening to people and you learn from it, or you are already going through similar thing and you learn from it, it's better for you to correct yourself instead of you waiting for the same thing to happen to you, or saying that, oh, these people, this kind of thing cannot happen to me. But you have to learn, you have to know that something, you have to acknowledge that something like this happened. It happens. Because some people will come and say, maybe na jaso, maybe na juju, they take sham them, maybe na family problem. No, it's not family problem. It's not family problem. This man came down to ask her for 2,000 naira. It's because he sees that she is a breadwinner. And the son said, not be today, the man start to give her both up and down. So anyway, let me leave you all, ladies. I love all of you all. It's the way to get by.